we're going to work on an exercise called charging the marker, where we take something neutral to your dog, like the words good boy or good girl, and pair it with a primary reinforcer, which in other words is something we know your dog likes, like treats or a toy. The end result of this exercise will be that the words good boy or good girl mean something positive to your dog and become a conditioned reinforcer. So when you're doing this exercise, you want to make sure your puppy's not doing anything inappropriate, like jumping up on you or chewing on you or barking. Let's get Gypsy back. Gypsy! Good girl, good girl, good girl. So what I'm going to do is just say the marker good girl and then deliver the treat immediately after. Good girl. The dog could be doing anything as long as it's not an inappropriate behavior. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're going to do it at random intervals. Good girl. So that your puppy doesn't know when to expect it. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So sometimes we'll wait like 2 seconds, 5 seconds, a minute. Good girl. Just make it random. I'm just going to ignore the jumping. Good girl. Good girl. You want to make sure when you're doing this, it's good to reward good girl if she's doing something like sitting, but make sure you're not only saying the marker word when she's sitting. Good girl. It's got to be really random, so she's just associating it with the word and it means something positive, which is treats. Good girl. Good girl. There it is. Good girl. There's no set number of repetitions that you need to do. This is really a stress-free activity for the dog because they're sort of just getting free food without having to do much. But your goal is what you're looking for as your target is that when you say the word, you're getting a little head turn in your direction every time you say the word, good girl. So you can practice easily 30 to 50 repetitions at a time, which would probably take a couple of minutes, and practice it at various times during the day. When you're getting a pretty high success rate every time you say good boy, good girl, even when the dog is not paying attention to you, that they turn in your direction, then you know you've made a definite connection.